So Australia win the fifth and final test match on the fifth and final day of this Ashes series. Sydney knocking off a target of 160 with 5 wickets to spare. There was a glimmer of hope this morning as England resumed on 302 for 8. I thought Bethel can go big. It's 180, set the target over 200. Maybe have a chance. Kind of took it back a little bit when I was a young'un, back in 1997. And full soft bowls to victory at the Oval on the final day. We lost series only 3-1, we're losing 3-1, and he smashed to victory, and we lost series 3-2, add a bit of respectability to the score. I thought the same thing happened today, but unfortunately not. I think the likes of, as much as Tufnell was flawed, is obviously a far better bowler than Jackson Bethel will ever be, especially at test level. Anyway, so, went to be, but we're setting 160. I thought, I still know. I mean, I basically, I'll be honest, I went to bed. As soon as Bethel got out, I thought, screw this. He nicked off to Stark. Pot was still at the end. Tom got out. We posted 342 and set the 160. They scored at 5s, almost run a ball for a lot of the guys. Tom took 3 wickets. Jack Scott Smith, he took the other 3, Head, Weatherald, and Khawaja in his last test innings. So obviously he's been very much a big positive in this series, along with Jacob Bethel and 1 or 2 others. Carl Archer to name a couple. But anyway, Brandon Carson must say he was spent today. He must be knackered, that boy. He tried it so hard across the 5 test matches, but ultimately he was some weary legs today. And to be honest with you, the overall bowling attack, you look at today, like no parts. No Stokes obviously injured. Again, in the final test match of a 5-match series, like it was against India last year. And Jacks, Bethel, Tong and Cars. I mean, it's very much a weary, legs there, wary, and very half-arsed bowling attack. I think we're looking years to come like, my God, look at that bowling attack we fielded at Sydney a few years ago. Anyway, Australia win the series 4-1. Absolutely, deserved of that scoreline. I thought they were excellent throughout. They were attritional. They played very smart at times. The key patch to play between the two sides were ultimately dominated by Australia. England were in every test match, especially in the first day, but they threw it away in the second day, and that was the big problem. That was the big issue, and that's why they've lost the series. They threw it away, as Cook said, in Perth, when they were 100 for 1 second day, and they should have rammed it home. They didn't do that. They had the conviction, and Travis Head came out, blazed away, and Australia never looked back. And I still believe that man for man, it was very similar, the side in terms of ability. This is not a great Australian side at all. Even competitive, but ultimately the key moments they were found wanting, and were fully deserved of the 4-1 loss. Anyway, well done to Australia. Hopefully some of the players can regroup, learn from this, because someone will definitely go back in 4 years' time and hopefully do a lot better.